Greens one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope very well. Let's hang a tarp using those easy knots I talked about. Alright, there's my hank of paracord. So, pull it off. Do a loop. Just pull it through itself. And there you have it. So let's get the tarp on there. This is just a 5x7 Harbor Freight tarp. Got my hank paracord that I had in the last video. I've actually got two kinds of tent stakes. The titanium tripod kind, and then these regular easily noodleable ones. So for the corner of your tarp, run the cord through. And then on that knot that's already on the end, just feed it through. So you pull out a corner. Now I got a little drop off here, but it should still work. So all I do for this is take the loop right in line. Just pull it tight and just hook your tent stake on. So, I want to show you that little knot again. Just grab a bite in the line. Come on, fingers, part work. And just do a knot. Just like that. And just pull the tent stake through. And of course, there had to be a big rock right where I was going to set it. Come on. So that's just one side, so we'll go and we'll fix the other side, that way we can pull it tight and get it. This would be so much quicker if I didn't have the camera here, but I'm always having to move the camera around and adjust the legs because the ground isn't always perfectly still, but that's just the nature of filming YouTube. This is just bank line. I wanted to show that you could really use any cordage. If it was dumping down rain and you left all your knots in, I would think this would go up fairly quick. Unfortunately, you know, I cut all my line. Then I regretted it later because it's like, oh, had I not cut it all, it would have been an easier time putting on bridge lines. But with that trick, it makes it so much easier. So. That side. Now I got just this orange cordage. I don't remember where I got it. I think I was out with a buddy once and he just left it behind, so like, alright, I'll take it. I don't think you can have too much cordage. And once again, pull it tight. Of course, Murphy's Law, when you're working with cordage, you must always step on it. Step on it. So, one put out tarp. Now naturally when you're done you can go around and you can tighten up the edges just by pulling the tent stake and moving it back. Make it a little tighter. Find every rock in the ground. Okay, I'm going to fix this back corner. I'm kind of in a hole here, but I can just readjust. And there you go, piece of cake. Sorry, make sure I don't lose my car keys. With all the leaves on the ground, it would be difficult to find. So, that's tarp with easy knots. So, I guess I could crawl under it. So there you go. Pretty simple. You know, it didn't require any difficulty. I mean, the line's a little sagged, but you know, I had plenty of room underneath. If I wanted to make it higher, I could just, you know, undo the four corners and lift the paracord up higher, which wouldn't be a big deal. It would be pretty easy, actually. Yeah. I think that would do all right. Of course, you want to have ground cover down, and you want to have, you know, a good sleeping bag. Otherwise, you'd be freezing. But I mean, we're not going to really get into tarp configuration because, you know, this is just a demo of the knots and how easy it could be without having to drive anything into the trees, which is ultimately the goal of mine. Less stuff driven in, more, you know, caring for nature. So you might notice too how on the corners I pulled them down and not just straight out, because by pulling them down at an angle, it keeps both because it's kind of sagging in the middle, but by pulling them down like this, but at an angle, it's not only pulling the corner taut, but it's also keeping them, you know, keeping it out. Which, you know, for those of you outdoor guys, it's kind of a no-brainer, but for people just getting into the outdoors. And if you're working on your knots, now you have a shelter set up. You could sit here and with a little hank and practice your knots while you're waiting for a fire to, you know, building some coals for a fire, or you know, getting your sleep system set up, or just sitting out in the rain. You know, if it's just started dumping rain on you or something, you just throw up a quick shelter, sit underneath. So lots of possibilities. Excuse me. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps somebody. And we'll catch you on the next one.